A lot of people are dressing fucked up mainly because they're trying to imitate a celebrity.
Steam your clothes, bro. Don't be out here looking wrinkly.
When they don't care about their fashion, you know what they look at is yours.
Yeah, you don't want a swag gap. I heard about the swag gap. You gotta fix that.
No, I'm not doing it. Would you date somebody that have a great personality, but their outfit is not on point?
That would be a problem.
Tell me your names.
Leo.
What's up? I'm Trinity.
All right, Leo and Trinity. You guys both have your style. I love it. I love your outfit. I just like how unique you guys are dressing. Like, it's definitely yourself, and we're gonna get to that. But first question, someone comes to you and is like, yo, what's some style advice or fashion advice you would give them?
Dress whatever makes your body feel good, so you feel comfortable in, and also like aesthetically what you feel comfortable in. I feel like a lot of people are dressing fucked up mainly because they're trying to imitate a celebrity, but they're not really thinking about what it is that they personally are into, you know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of people are afraid of like sticking out, you know what I mean? Wearing something that's kind of like off the wall and crazy because they don't want to be looked at. But fashion is all about being looked at and just being uniquely yourself type shit.
Trinity, how about you? They say, yo, Trinity, I love your sunglasses. I like the overall, I just like the way you dress. What's some fashion advice or style tips you would give somebody?
I would say you gotta accessorize.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to mix it up. Do a closet purge so you know what you don't want in your closet. But on the flip side too, take what you have in your closet and try to mix it up and style it in a different way than you usually would and replicate the outfit and keep adding more.
All right, cool. So, would you date somebody who has messed up fashion? Like they doing, you can tell they're imitating, you can tell like they always kind of trying to copy a celebrity or something. Could you date, but they cool, but they just always, in that sense, they always are just trying to imitate and copy.
I mean, it's tricky because the person that you date is a reflection of yourself. So it's like if you consider fashion to be a really big part of your identity, if your partner is wearing like just whatever, it can be kind of tough. I mean, I think really a big part of any relationship is like you figure out what each other finds valuable and then you try to adjust. So, you know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, looking good out in public is important to me. Let them know that. And then hopefully y'all can figure it out from there.
Okay, cool. How about you? Same question.
I would say, yeah, you don't want a swag gap. I heard about the swag gap. You gotta fix that. Make sure you're matching. It's a feel good thing when you can kind of vibe and it looks like y'all go together, but not that important, but it is really nice, and personally I like it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Do you think majority of people dress for themselves or do they dress seeking validation?
That's a really good question. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all masking, we're all pretending to be a version of ourselves to kind of fit in. And I feel like with fashion is very similar, but I think it's all like a good middle ground. It's like kind of knowing what clothes convey the kind of person that you're trying to come across as.
Mm-hmm. All right, how about you? Are people dressing for themselves or are they dressing for validation?
They're dressing for themselves or dressing not to be seen.
Dressing, it's those two. Okay, dressing for themselves or dressing just to be out the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so,
cool.
I like to stick out, but
All good. Well, those are great answers. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. All right, tell me your name.
Hi, my name is Chim Namso,
Okay.
but I go Namso for short.
Numso, okay. Numso is a little bit easier for me to say, but
Yes.
anyways, my first question is, what is your style of advice to somebody, let's just say they came to you, it's like, hey, I like the way you dress, as I love your outfit, I love the headscarf and the jewelry, so they came to you, it's like, yo, I love your style. What do you tell them as fashion advice?
Oh, so I would say have fun,
Okay.
just play. Like, don't take it too seriously, you know, just have fun with what you have, and you don't have to go buy new things, you know, you can just play with what you already have in your closet, but make sure you're having fun. And you do not have to fit in. Like, it's okay to stand out. It's okay to do your own thing. That would be my thing. Fun. Have fun. Make sure you're
Okay,
having fun.
have fun. Okay, now, would you date somebody that have a great personality, but their outfit is not on point? No style at all.
Not at all.
Could you date that person?
Well, are they trainable? You know, are they open to feedback, or they're like, no, this is it for life?
They're stubborn.
That would be a problem. But if they are open, then yes, I can. If they're open to feedback, yeah.
Okay, and then last question, kind of on a serious note. Do you think people dress for themselves, or do you think people dress for validation?
I think it's both.
Okay.
Depending on whoever it is. For a person, I think it's both. They go hand in hand. So for one, I dress for myself because I like to look good when I walk past the mirror. I'm like, oh, you look nice, like for me, right? But also you dress how you want to be perceived, right? Because your dress sense tells a lot about you. The things you do tells a lot about you. So you have to. So they do go hand in hand. I don't think that you can really separate them. So I do it for me, and also I do it because I also want to pass a message, and be myself. So yeah, I don't think it's either or, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. You're great. Thank you once again.
Okay.
Good outfit, great energy. The energy and personality is better than the outfit. We love it. All right, bro, tell me your name and what you do.
My name is Davion, and I'm an actor and a model.
Okay, bet. Davion, first question. You got a dope fit, by the way.
Yeah,
I love it.
appreciate
So someone comes to you is like, yo, Dave, I like how you dress.
Yeah.
Swaggy. Like, what's some fashion advice you would give to somebody?
I'd say, do some digging on like fashion. I feel like my main way of finding like my fashion taste is Pinterest. And low key, I'm putting y'all on game. Going outside and just watching people how like what fits they have on, you know what I mean? They're going outside.
People watching.
Yeah, people watching. You got to see like what they put on. They don't really, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't care what they put on, or just like old people. I look at old people when they put on like, you know what I mean? They got like the polo and the you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's like people like they're beyond caring about what people feel or think about how they're dressed and how they're expressing themselves. So like that style. Okay, bet. Now, second question. Could you date somebody who doesn't have any style, or their fashion sense is like total opposite of what you like, but they're pretty or they look good?
Yeah.
Energy, personality is great, but their fashion sense is ridiculous.
Yeah. I feel like everybody got their own taste. I feel like if you even date someone with like no swag gap, you can still upgrade their style when you're with them, you know what I mean? Like you can like change them, you know what I mean? But I feel like everybody got their own taste in fashion. It's not like everybody got bad taste. Like everybody has their own taste. I feel like you can, switch it up a little bit from them, you know what I mean?
Okay, so as long as you're saying if they're open to it.
Yeah.
What if they're stubborn? They're stubborn in the fashion department?
Like what do you mean? Like what fits do they got on? Like tell me like is it skinny jeans and Air Forces?
There we go, skinny jeans and Air Forces.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. And then last question. Do you think majority of people dress for themselves or they dress for validation?
I say both.
Okay.
I feel like, because with me, I dress for myself. You know what I mean? I came up from, I was wearing skinny jeans, tight shirts. I was just figuring out myself.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you gotta dress for yourself, and then other people, like, they dress for validation. They come out with some crazy shit, like, you know what I mean? But I dress for myself. I feel like once I get up there, maybe, everybody would have a stylist, you know what I mean? So I'd probably give me a stylist, and then, you know what I mean?
When you red carpet.
Yeah, when I'm on red carpet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dress for myself.
All right, bet. That's what's up. Thank you, Davion.
Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure. All right, tell me your name, and if you want to tell me what you do as well.
My name is Vivian, and I'm an online fitness coach.
Okay, I see it. That makes sense. Okay, I see it. All right, so if someone comes to you and is like, yo, we already chopped it up, nickname Big V. You know what I'm saying? Big V, Vivian?
Yes.
All right, cool. Vivian, Big V, they like, I love the way that you dress. By the way, I do like your style anyways. Like, it's dope, and I love the bag. So they're like, I love the way you dress. I love your style. What's some fashion advice, style tips that you would get to them?
Ooh. Don't look at anybody else. You go into a store and you look at the pieces, and the ones that make you feel some type of way, those are the pieces for you. That's how I pick all my outfits. Is when I look at it, they electrify my entire body, and that's how I know it's for me.
I love that. You said electrify. You look electrified. That's a new compliment. You look electrified.
I am always electrified. That's why they call me Big V, because I got the Big V energy, even though I'm little.
It's all good. Okay, cool. So my next question is, could you date somebody who's just got outrageous style? Like, it's just egregious. no fashion sense. They don't care about how they look. They kind of looking crusty, but they got a bomb face card, and they have y'all energies is on point and in sync. Could you date that person?
You just described all my exes. Yes. Because when they don't care about their fashion, you know what they look at is yours. And they're like, holy shit, you feel like a queen. Because they're not worried about their outfit. They're like, well, I look like shit. So they're like, damn. And because they don't have fashion sense, when they see you, they just think you're like God's gift to earth. So it just makes you feel even that much more important and better. So yes, because those are all my exes.
That's funny. All right, final question.
Okay.
You've been great so far. Do you think majority of people dress for themselves, or do you think they dress seeking validation?
Definitely seeking validation, 100%. I tell all my girlfriends, I'm like, stop asking me, stop asking other people what they're wearing. They always, in the group chat, what are you guys wearing? I'm like, it doesn't matter. What do you want to wear? What electrifies you? Your soul, what makes you feel alive? So I definitely think most people, they dress for other people. And hopefully this inspires you to say, fuck that.
All right. Thank you so much, Vivian Big V, the fitness trainer. Thank you so much for having you on. It's so good, so thank you. All right, bro, tell me your name and what you do.
AB Casino Bebop. We throw events, music, fashion, just trying to bring more in-person experiences to Arizona type shit.
I feel it. All right. You are fly today, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I already chopped it up with you earlier. Someone comes up to you and is like, yo, I love your style. You got a unique expression and how you dress and everything. What's some fashion advice or fashion tips, style tips that you would give to them?
I would just say be comfortable. Know your proportions, know how clothes fit on you. And shit, man, steam your clothes, bro. Don't be out here Lincoln Rickley. That's a big thing.
All right, bet. So that leads to the next question, which is, could you date somebody who just does not care about the way they dress, but they look bomb, and they got good personality, they check every box, but except for the fashion, whatever, their clothes be wrinkly every time?
As long as we can connect, we can make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really care about your fashion sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, but it's a plus if you got that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for.
All right, cool. All right, and do you think majority of people dress for themselves, or do you think majority of people dress for validation?
I would say, I don't know, it's weird. I know a lot of people who dress for themselves. I know a lot of people who dress for validation. So, it's to each its own, I guess, I'm not with the corny shit,
As long as if it comes across corny, then
you could tell.
Yeah. For sure. All right, once again, what's your brand and what you do?
AB Casino Bebop, Afro Piano. We got a show tomorrow at the Egyptian. Check us out.
All right, bet. Appreciate it, fam.
Love.
Hell yeah. All right, bro, tell me your name and what you do.
My name is Ty Lodgepole, creative director, founder of a local brand based out of here in Phoenix called Homeland.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Now, you're a creative director and you got your own fashion brand. So someone comes up to you and is like, bro, I love your fits. What's the fashion advice, style tips that you give them?
Man, it's funny because I have a love-hate relationship with fashion where growing up I really loved it. I used to love Jordans during the whole hypebeast era, Supreme, buy reselling. But now it's I feel like my style inspiration, just how I dress now, comes from just believe it or not, how my uncles and grandparents dress. To me, those guys are the flyest people I know. My grandpa could wear a fitted to a local high school basketball game, then go chop some wood to it, then go to a ceremony with it. And it's being able to wear these type of clothes in all these different type of environments. That's what I strive to do. It's just how I dress. It's all about just dressing comfy, as cliche as it sounds, but I don't know. I really don't care about fashion too like that anymore. So I kind of just throw on whatever, and sometimes it looks cool, sometimes it might look crazy, but shout out to my grandparents and uncles and older homies that I seen just dressing how I dress, and kind of fell into those type of steps.
Okay, bet. Now, could you date a person with no fashion sense at all? They just, you kind of say you put on what you put on, but let's just say sometimes they put some egregious fits on, but they got a good personality, they look good. Could you date that person?
Yeah, but I have
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird question because I have a queen myself.
Okay.
So like, and she dresses like way cooler than I can.
Oh, okay. So you good. You
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So like, I see her like she's my mood board sometimes.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I guess. I mean, sometimes she be throwing on whatever fits, but I don't know.
But that's your queen, so it's cool.
So it's like, I don't know. No matter what she wears, like she's flying. You know what I mean?
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Hopefully, I got some good points from that.
All right, cool. And then last question: do you think people dress for themselves, or do you think majority of people dress for validation?
I think a little bit of both, and I think you could tell when it's for validation and when it's not. You know what I mean? I think fashions. That's why like I have a love-hate relationship with fashion. Is like there's so much like imposter syndrome within it, and I think that's kind of like what kind of turned me away or turned me off of all of it, just because despite how much like cool fits there are, there's so much like corny shit out there too as well, and I don't know. I'd say it's split. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. If you're comfortable and you know what I mean, you wake up and finish the day in a good mood, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Dress how you want.
Fire. Well, once again, what's the brand again?
The brand's Homeland Forever. On Instagram, Homeland Forever. So.
All right, bet. Appreciate you. Thank you.
No doubt. Appreciate you. All right.